Lucky Whitehead, who was a receiver for the Cowboys. He was cut because he's been in some situations lately. Now he says the case about stolen goods at Wawa is a case of mistaken identity. In a statement to CowboysHQ.com, Whitehead said, "I don't know who got arrested in Virginia, but it wasn't me. I never once had an altercation with the cops. And come to find out this happened, they say, at 1:34 a.m. at a Wawa in Woodbridge. I was in Dallas that day until 11:20 a.m. We're trying to figure out how can this happen. My speculation is he wasn't booked. There was no mugshot. That he received a citation, whoever was arrested, if you believe Lucky Whitehead, and that the person just gave him a false name and had the guy's birth date.
So the person knew who Lucky Whitehead was?
Possibly. Let's go to Matt, Arlington. Matt, you're on with the Junkies.
Hey, good morning, Junks.
What's up,
Can you
buddy?
help us explain this?
Yeah, so I don't work directly in law enforcement. However, work like assets protection, loss prevention. I actually used to work down in the Prince William County area. It's completely possible that this is a mistaken identity.
He is
if
from
somebody doesn't have an
Manassas.
ID on him.
Yeah.
Sorry?
He is from the area, but that's has nothing to do with it. He says he was on a flight from Dallas to D.C. 10 hours earlier. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's highly possible because what the law enforcement's going to look for, especially on like a petty theft in less than a felony amount, which is over $200, under $200, they're just going to process them. And as long as they don't have any prior theft incidents, they're not even going to worry about bringing them in. So if he doesn't have an ID on him, they're going to make other means to try to identify him. And so if it's a stolen identity, if the guy has his name and maybe his address, that might match up and verify, especially if he's never been in any trouble. He's not going to have a mugshot or maybe even prints in the system.
Okay.
So it's definitely possible.
Okay. So you're telling me that the cops asked him his name, and he said, "My name is Rodney Darnell Whitehead, and I was born on the exact same day as Lucky Whitehead."
Well, think about it. If he actually, his records are out there, man. If he really wanted to go that route, extreme and have all this information,
So maybe he's been told by his buddies that he looks like him?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And he could be, guys that goes around and commits crimes everywhere, and he's maybe done this a couple of times. Who knows?
Or maybe he even knows Lucky Whitehead.
Could.
Maybe he just knows
Maybe.
him.
I don't know.
All right, thanks for the call, bud.
Sounds like Lucky Whitehead needs a LifeLock so people stop stealing his identity, dropping
All
his
right,
name.
go to Lorenzo in Manassas.
What's up, Lorenzo? You're on with the Junkies. Good morning.
What's up?
What's going on, Junks?
How
What's
are
up?
you, man?
I'm good. I'm actually my brother is cousins with Lucky. He's not like a knucklehead like most of the other Cowboys, man. It was definitely a mistaken identity.
Unlucky
No,
By using
Whitehead.
his name.
No, I believe that. I believe it was mistaken. I'm just trying to figure out how. So did this guy know Lucky, you think?
From what I heard, I think that he did.
Okay. All right, now that makes sense.
I wouldn't say that
Yeah,
he's not a
they
knucklehead.
just wrote him a summons.
Yeah.
I understand you might be related, but I would probably put him in the knucklehead column just based on a couple things from last year. Apparently, he was late to he's not Des Bryant, okay? He's lucky to have a job in the NFL. He was late to a walkthrough last year.
That's why
he
they
got
call
in
him
some
Lucky.
sort of accident and posted on Snapchat. The team didn't even know about it till they saw it on social media. It's a bit of a donk.
Oh, he got in an accident, but maybe it wasn't his fault.
He got in a car. It was a car accident.
No, I
He got in a car
understand that.
accident.
Yeah.
But why didn't he tell the team? The team found out through social media.
He was
Oh
scared.
yeah, man.
He was scared.
Yeah, and he probably was. I mean, he was undrafted, so he probably just didn't want anybody to look bad on him.
He's trying to keep his job. All right, thank you, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks.
Well, I absolutely believe it was mistaken identity. I mean, if he says that he was on a flight from Dallas to D.C. 10 hours earlier, I'm guessing that.
Probably. Let's go to Ryan in Manassas. Last call on this.
Hey, guys. So it could be mistaken identity, but I've seen the guy's character in action a few times here in Manassas. So I've seen him at local bars, walking out on his tab, going to pay his tab because the bars can't stay open late. He's like, "I'm Lucky Whitehead. You need to stay open late for me," and they can't because it's the law. And he gets pissed off and he walks out on his tab. So with the guy's character and from what I've seen, look, the guy used to be a decent guy here in town.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people around here looked up to him, And then once he got picked up in Dallas, he just kind of became a douchebag and runs with a big head, and it's kind of disrespectful to the locals. So it wouldn't surprise me if he did it. And honestly, if he was due to fly in, who says he didn't catch an earlier flight? I mean, look, I'm not just going to say the guy's guilty, but I can definitely see his character doing this. But can it be mistaken identity? Yeah, a lot of us around here know his name. A lot of us around here know his birthday. I mean, it could be very easy to mistake his identity as well.
All right. Well, we got to follow up on this. Thank you for the call. Now I'm on the fence. He walks out on tabs all the time. Of course he's going to steal a sandwich from Wawa.
Allegedly. That's one guy saying that.
All right.
His half-brother's cousin or whatever the heck the previous caller was kind of vouching
I mean,
for
a
him.
shorty at Wawa costs like $4. So you're really going to order one of those and then sprint out the front door?
All right. So we'll have to follow up on this. Drabby,